The famous devotion prescribed by Rabbi Nachman, which is universal for everybody, which is talking to Hashem in your own words. What's called hitbodedut. To seclude yourself, to be alone. There's many ways to be alone. You can be alone even in front of many people. That you're in a different world. You're in your world of talking to Hashem. But also it means to go away to a forest, a park, a private room, and where you have privacy and you feel comfortable with that level of privacy, to be able to open up your heart and to talk to Hashem in your own words. Rabbi Nachman teaches that this is absolutely fundamental to being a Jew, fundamental for spiritual growth, and also fundamental for survival, to make it in this world. You have better chances of getting things done when you talk to Hashem about what you're going through. You pour out your heart before Hashem with everything, like a child toward its father, and also like how you would be open in the level of openness you would be to a good friend. This is the devotion of hitbodedut. Aside from this, there exists another amazing devotion doing this, but through a text. And this is to be found in Reb Noson's unbelievably beautiful prayers, called in Hebrew Likutei Tfilot. In English they've been translated as the 50th gate. These prayers, for anybody who's seriously taken to recite them, will immediately see that there's no prayers in the world that compare to this. And his power, the power of these prayers to dissect you, to open you up, to explain what you're going through in word format that you yourself could never do so on your own, is truly remarkable. Yeah, just simply have to taste it on your own to recite a prayer, but with a sincere, honest mode, and you will taste this unbelievable exposure of what prayer really is about, to experience what real prayer is, and how you feel a prayer expressing you word by word what you're going through. It's absolutely phenomenal. So because of that, many people begin to feel, why should I speak to Hashem in my own words? If Reb Noson is doing the job for me in his prayers, I just simply recite a prayer in the Likutei Tfilot, Reb Noson's prayers, and that does the job of getting me moved to turn back to Hashem. It's true there's my words, but as is brought down many times, that a person will have many obstacles in talking to Hashem. In doing hitbodedut, Rabbi Nachman already warned, don't think it's easy. You prepare yourself, you set time and a place that you go to talk to Hashem, and you have a lot to talk to Hashem about. You're going through a lot, and all of a sudden when it comes to lemaaseh, to actually doing it, boom, stage fright. Your mouth doesn't open up, you don't know what to say, and then when you finish, all the things that you wanted to talk about come back to you, and it's a type of unfairness that you feel. I was prepared, I set time. This Rabbi Nachman teaches, Reb Noson teaches, hang in there. This is the Yetzer Hara attacking you to prevent you from doing this devotion, since so much of your success is dependent on it. The Yetzer Hara does everything to push away from it. However, if you're consistent in going back the next day, the third day, and even though each day is all mumbled and you're not clear-headed and you can't talk, eventually, but through the consistency of showing that you're determined, showing yourself, showing Hashem that you're setting the time, you're setting the place to talk to Hashem, eventually words will come. So because of this difficulty, many people find it much more appropriate just to say Reb Noson's prayers, since already they do the job. I don't face so much difficulty like I do in hitbodedut when saying these prayers, opening these books to say these prayers. Let me say them instead. So the answer is no. These prayers are not instead of your hitbodedut, because ultimately what's going to change you are the words that come from your kishkas, your guts, what's coming from you. The words that are coming expressed from your heart, from your innards, that's really what Hashem is waiting for. So to explain, Reb Noson's prayers are not to be instead of hitbodedut, but they're meant to be a springboard to bring out your own words. Quoting a Breslover of the previous generation, Rav Shmuel Shapira, who used to say the analogy that prayers in Likutei Tfilot are like getting the motor running. Put the key in the car and you start the motor running, the engine, and it gets heated up until the car can move. So too, Rav Noson's prayers are not instead of hitbodedut, but they're meant to get you heated up spiritually, that you can eventually close the book and say your own words, your prayers in your own words. So in this, the Reb Noson's prayers are meant to help and gear to your own prayers of hitbodedut, which is why it's a good suggestion to have a session of Reb Noson's prayers close to your own hitbodedut, your own words, as one will enlighten the other, and these prayers will open your heart, open the doors for the rest, that you can be so open to Hashem.